What does $1 million property look like in the Halifax real estate market? Well, that's a great question, and it got me thinking about how far $1 million will go in the other markets across Canada as well. So I've teamed up with some of my realtor YouTuber friends across the country, and today we're all making similar videos about how far $1 million will go in their specific market. So if you're curious to see what's happening in the other markets, such as Calgary, Vancouver, and Toronto, for example, you can check out the links below in my description, and I'll take you to their videos as well. But today in this video, I'm going to talk about how far $1 million will go in the Halifax real estate market. And I'm going to show you 5 different listings. 2 of them are right on the Halifax Peninsula, and the other 3 are a little farther out. So that'll give you an idea of just how far your dollar will go right in Halifax. And then if you go a little bit outskirts of that, how far it'll go in those different markets. Now, just before I get into it, if you're new here, my name's Andrew Stevens, and I've been a realtor in Halifax for 9 years now. And if you want to be educated on the Halifax real estate market, then this is the channel for you. So go ahead and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And if you're looking to book a call with me, or if you're thinking about making a move in the Halifax real estate market and you want some advice on how to do so, you can reach out to me anytime in the Calendar link below in my description at a time when it's convenient for you. Now, just before I get into the examples of the recent sales across our market, I want to talk a little bit about the $1 million market because it has changed drastically here in Halifax over the last few years. If I look at luxury sales in HRM, back in 2020, we only had 80 sales that were $1 million or higher in the HRM in total. And so far in 2023, we've had 160 of these sales over $1 million. So it's doubled in that time frame. And we still have a lot of the year left to get a lot more of these luxury real estate sales before the end of the calendar year. And these luxury sales are not a huge part of our market here in Halifax, although they have become a lot more normal. But to put it into perspective, we've had about 3,000 sales so far in HRM in 2023, and only 160 of those were over $1 million. So we're looking at about 5.3% of our sales so far year to date are in that $1 million and over market. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to show you some examples of some recent sales in this price point. And for the record, this is all info that you as a consumer can get on Viewpoint or Realtor.ca, as these properties have all sold and closed at this point. And I'm going to show you 2 properties on the Halifax Peninsula, and then I'm going to get into 3 that are just off the peninsula as well, just to give you an idea of some of the different markets in HRM as a whole. Okay, so first up, this is a 2-story home in the west end of Halifax, in my own neighborhood actually, so this one appealed to me to make a video about it. This one is just over 1,700 square feet. It's a detached 2-story home, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's over 130 years old, which is pretty typical on the Halifax Peninsula. Let's just scroll through a few of these pictures here to give you an idea. This one is nicely finished. It's on a nice side street. Big ceilings, the old original trim. Nicely renovated kitchen. Some good updates throughout this home, which you would expect in a $1 million price point, at least in the Halifax real estate market. Old staircase is beautiful. Solid bedrooms, so you get 4 bedrooms up here. Upstairs bathroom with a clawfoot tub, and then a dry basement, old stone foundation with a nice backyard. Again, on a nice quiet street. And this one had parking as well. Next up, we have one in the south end of Halifax. This one is just under 1,800 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. Again, it is over 100 years old. This one's closer to the universities, close to amenities downtown and so on. A very classic style of an old Halifax home, but again, some nice upgrades in this. I would suggest this home was very good bang for your buck in this sort of a market in the south end of Halifax. This one sold for $995. Again, has a lot of great character like a lot of the Peninsula homes do. Nice half bath on the main floor and the nice penny tiles. This one had a main bedroom with also having a nice bathroom there. This is the ensuite with a walk-in shower and a walk-in closet as well, which is not always easy to find in the Peninsula market. Unfinished basement, a little mini garage for storage, and a nice fenced-in backyard as well. So again, this one sold for $995. Now, if I move on to just off the peninsula, this one is in Fairmont, and that's a really nice subdivision just off the Halifax Peninsula. This one was almost 2,300 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and it's less than 20 years old. Again, this is a very desirable neighborhood, a very desirable school zone. Pretty new home, just under 20. So a whole different ball game when you go off the peninsula in terms of your value and how far it'll go with your $1 million. All open concept, nice kitchen. Granite countertops as well. Large primary bedroom with a large ensuite, 5-piece ensuite. A very nice home. Unfinished basement, so there's a lot more space to potentially develop down there. And a little backyard as well with a nice large deck on the back of the home. Again, just to show you how far your money will go if you get out of the downtown core. Next up, we have one in Indigo Shores, which is about 25 minutes from the downtown core, maybe half an hour depending on traffic. And again, the last one was just off the peninsula, only about 5 minutes off of the Halifax Peninsula, not even. So you're only about 10 to 15 minutes from downtown from the last one that I showed you. This one is 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. It's only 3 years old. So this is the difference when you go outside of the city. You're about half an hour outside here. This is a nice neighborhood. Nice big lot, fenced yard. Pretty much a brand new home, beautiful finishes, modern, open concept, stone countertops, large pantry. Pretty much everything that buyers seem to be looking for today in terms of the modern finishes. And this is a pretty standard home for this neighborhood. Beautiful ensuite bath. I'll go back and show that one again. 5-piece separate tub. Beautiful tiles. And this one sold for $995,000. So again, just under $1 million. A very nice home, fully finished. Beautiful lot, lots of privacy in this neighborhood, which is a huge draw for a lot of people. I've sold quite a few homes in Indigo Shores over the last few years. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to show you one in Whites Lake. So this one is a beautiful home, 3-bed, 2.5 bathrooms, only 3 years old in Whites Lake. So that means we're probably about 35 minutes to the downtown core, maybe a little bit longer with traffic. Just over 2,000 square feet. Beautiful finishes, very modern. Oceanfront as well. All open concept, again, with the modern finishes similar to the last one. Beautiful ocean views, if you look back at this picture. White shaker finishes, stone counters, nice backsplash. Very nicely done. Large deck on the back, maximizing that view of the ocean, which a lot of people come from out of town to see that East Coast lifestyle. Flex space on the main floor. This is the upstairs laundry and the upper floor, primary bedroom. Beautiful ensuite. Custom tile shower. And the views. Here's your other 2 bedrooms and the bathroom. Unfinished basement, so there's lots of room to add more space down there. So this is probably more like 3,200 square feet if this was finished. Again, a beautiful property. This is the home here, and this is the view in behind here. So there you have it. There's a few examples here of what a $1 million home looks like in Halifax and just outside of the downtown core to give you an idea of how far your $1 million budget will go. And again, don't forget, if you're curious to see about some other real estate markets and how much $1 million will get you in those markets, you can check out the links in the description below to see some of my realtor friends across the country, as they made very similar videos to this one. And if you're still here watching and you got any value out of this video, all I ask is that you hit that like button and you hit that subscribe button, and that'll make sure you don't miss any of my future content. And it will also ensure that the YouTube algorithm will help push this out to more people like you who might be interested in being educated on the Halifax real estate market. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support, and have a great day.